This gift says, hey mom, you're really special to me, and I know my face is really special to you. Ooh, ah. So this weekend's Mother's Day. What? Mother's Day already? Something I may or may not have done pretty much every year is completely forgotten that Mother's Day was coming and then sent my mother an e-card. But this year, just in case you have forgotten, I got you covered. Because today we're going to be crafting a very special Mother's Day craft. When I was in kindergarten, my kindergarten teacher decided to have us do a special Mother's Day craft. So she was like, what's something your mother loves more than anything else in the world? I was that kid who raised my hand and was like, Chardonnay? My teacher was like, no, sillies. The thing your mother loves most in the world is you. So I thought I'd follow along that vein and combine my mother's love of wine with a celebration of her greatest accomplishment, me. But before we start, we're gonna craft our Mother's Day martini. Because, let's face it, your mother's probably a way classier woman than you will ever be. And classy people drink martinis, or at least Don Draper does. Our Mother's Day martini is not just any old martini. It is gonna be a
Dirty Pickle Martini.
Because your mom is super classy, but she's also young and hip. Also, I just really like pickles. Like a lot. So to make your Mother's Day Dirty Pickle Martini, you're gonna need some sort of shaker. Instead of a cocktail shaker, today I'm gonna use an empty dill pickle jar because I've already finished a jar of dill pickles this week. And to our jar, we're going to add approximately 1 to 2 cups of ice. Next, we're gonna add 2 ounces of chilled vodka, 1 ounce of dill pickle juice. Just gonna throw a pickle in the jar and one in our mouth. Next, we're going to add ½ ounce of vermouth. Then you're going to shake it up. And voila, we have our delicious Mother's Day Dirty Pickle Martini. Now, on the off chance that your mother doesn't like pickles, I actually don't know if my mom likes pickles that much. Maybe just omit the pickle juice and go for a standard martini. And save the Dirty Pickle Martini for yourself. Now let's move on to our craft. So, since this is the Mother's Day craft, Mother's Day is a day to celebrate
that wonderful, wonderful woman who birthed you and raised you and made you into the human being that you are today.
To do this, I'm going to make her a vase out of an old wine bottle using some Mod Podge and some pictures of her greatest achievement, me. And then put flowers in because flowers are pretty and mothers like flowers. Flowers make women feel special, and this just became really sexist, and I'm questioning all of the social norms surrounding giving flowers to women. Oh well. So the first step in making this Mother's Day craft is to drink an entire bottle of wine. You'll notice that I bought the giant bottle of wine because a bigger bottle of wine means a bigger, better vase. And then I realized that the opening is still the same size, so it's really not going to get me any more flowers. Then I scrubbed off the labels with my fingers. I also removed the metal thingamajiggy that was around the neck using a sharp knife, and then I stabbed myself in the finger with the sharp knife. So the first step in doing any craft is to not be drinking alcohol. Whoops. The next step in making this Mother's Day craft is to find the other supplies that you bought for this craft. Okay, so the most important thing you're gonna need is Decoupage, aka Mod Podge. This time I splurged, because hey mom, you're worth it, and bought actual Mod Podge. I bought the glossy kind because glossiness is nice, and this is brand new Mod Podge, so I have to open the label. Ooh, opening things. If you are feeling particularly broke, aka cheap, and you want to make your own decoupage glue sealing stuff at home, then I taught you how to do that in a previous episode of Crafts on Crafts, so I'll put the link right now. I'll also probably just put the ingredients in the description below. Okay, the next thing you're going to need is a brush or some sort of sponge or something to apply the Mod Podge onto your bottle. And possibly the most important element of this craft is the things with decoupaging. So these are a bunch of pictures of me. I scanned pictures of me and then I printed them all off in black and white. Talk about how effing adorable I was. I have no idea what happened. So yeah. So let's get started. So the first step is to apply a layer of Mod Podge onto the bottle and then put the pictures on and then apply more Mod Podge. So that's what we're going to do. I got it from my mama. I got it from my mama. Can we talk about how weird that song is? You'll notice I've cropped a lot of these pictures to exclude my mother's second greatest accomplishment, my brother. This is about gold, not silk. Some people may say that making a craft entirely composed of your own face might be a little tacky. now that I've finished Mod Podging pictures of my face onto this Mother's Day vase, and I've let it dry, it looks like this.
Ooh. Ooh.
So now that it's all dry, the next step is to find flowers to put in my beautiful and beautifully narcissistic Mother's Day present. The next step is to go outside and steal flowers from your neighbor's garden because this is a thrifty Mother's Day. Ain't nobody got cash for flowers. Those things are expensive. I'll be right back. Turns out it's too early in the spring for the flowers to be in bloom because all my neighbors have in their garden are green things. So, plan B is... Ooh, I have an idea. Oh, look, it's a functional. This gift says, "Hey Mom, look at all the great things you've done." I got it from my mama. Moms are the greatest.